Why is it important to gather here for the summit today?
I think it's a really important opportunity to come together to share information on zero suicide. It's a global movement, it's an emerging conversation, but really we're all here together to find out what each other is doing, to push that to the next level.
Well, if you look around the room, there's a lot of people who are not only innovators, but really sort of willing to shake things up, even when it's very difficult to do that. So to have these people who, sometimes they're all alone in the organization that they're at saying, like, this has to be different, but to have us all together, it's motivating and inspiring.
I'm from Cornwall, where I work in the mental health services.
I'm a GP from Cornwall in England.
From Leipzig, from the European Alliance Against Depression.
I'm from the Black Dog Institute in Sydney, Australia.
I'm from Houston, Texas.
From Penn State University.
Institution in the northern part of Holland.
I'm from the Public Health Agency of Sweden.
I am from Sacramento, California.
I'm from Denver, Colorado.
I'm from China.
I came from South Korea.
I am from Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm from Japan, Tokyo.
I'm from Taiwan.
From the United States, from California.
Or I'm from Canada.
From Australia, in Queensland.
I'm from London.
I'm a psychiatrist and I'm from San Francisco.
I'm from the UK.
I'm a clinical psychologist. I'm from Groningen.
So I'm from New Zealand.
Good morning, everybody. We need to open up to each other. Let's laugh a lot. And let's aim to have a true dialogue.
We come to work to make an impact on issues that really matter. Zero suicide.
I just hope that we will reach this goal, the final goal. Finally, we will, I think, as we live, never reach a world without suicide. But let's make the steps.
I'm really grateful and proud that you are here. I wish that in every of the 20 countries that are here, you have people like Jan.
Zero, yeah. People often ask, is it realistic? Can we believe it? Is it feasible? I think the healthcare sector has already many people who are committed to the goal where they work for. That is a strength of the healthcare sector compared to the industry.
I also remember not knowing how to process my guilt except for reaching out to a mentor who said to me, if you haven't had a patient who died by suicide, that means that you haven't seen enough patients. Emotionally, it felt like a punch in the gut.
When I look at Julie, and I know Julie, she would want to give the mother a big hug. That's what she wants to do. And cry. That's what she will want to do. And we've configured ourselves in institutional responses to this type of harm that make that fundamentally impossible. This is what I am passionate to change.
Yeah. How are people being caught doing things right? And how is that being propagated?
I'll let Joe answer that one.
We believe we're the only NHS trust in England who in their quality accounts have put staff-related objectives. And those staff-related objectives are about sharing at least 3 good stories every week with staff about positive things.
I can push it, and I push it further, and you know, of course, there is a critical point. And this point, it's hard to see it coming. And actually, when you're very close to this point, even if a fly would come and it would sit on it, that's enough. And then the reaction could be, we shouldn't have those flies here because they're tipping over all the furniture here. But of course, so that's the essence.
800,000 people every year across our world take their own lives through suicide. Why is it that the rate hasn't shifted as it has in other disease areas? And it seems to me that that in itself is intolerable. It's a challenge to the mindset of complacent acceptance, the defeatism that some people will take their own lives and that there's nothing you can do about it. Well, there is. What we aspire to, surely, is to help those in despair to build meaningful lives, to enjoy happiness, fulfillment. That is what perfect depression care surely seeks to achieve. That must be our ambition. So thank you all. You are pioneers in this endeavor. Thank you for being audacious. Thank you for challenging complacent indifference. Thank you for applying the evidence. And thank you for caring. Thank you very much indeed.
So Mike Hogan said just a few minutes ago, we've got 100 organizations implementing zero suicide well. We've got 1,000 who are muddling through and giving it a try. But we've got a couple of 100,000 healthcare systems in the United States and around the world that are not doing this. You're going to spend this afternoon with your group about an amendment, a deletion, a correction, an inspiring pitch, a sticky action of how can we create a 2.0, a better version of the International Declaration.
What group have you been working on this afternoon?
We've been working with the Y. It's been pretty good debate.
Is the Y group ready for the presentation tomorrow morning?
Almost.
Is the How group ready for its presentation?
I hope so. Luckily, it's not me. So.
Is your Who group ready for the presentation tomorrow?
Yes, of course.
Is the What group ready for the presentation tomorrow morning?
I don't know exactly. Maybe they have to think about it. We don't agree about everything. It was a hard discussion, but maybe you can see the results tomorrow.